Good evening. Hi, Assalamu alaikum Qatar. Dear friends, Furam Ahmad here. I hope you all are doing good out there. Today I'm at Old Doha Port. This place is hub to traditional houses. It's a historical place. So, do visit Old Doha Port. And let me tell you something about that Qatar is an amazing country. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Do fly over to Qatar and feel the air in Qatar. Really, people are amazing, amazing, amazing. So guys, heading towards Old Doha Port. Just the metro lane dropped me near to Mina, Museum of Islamic Art Gallery. I explored Mina couple of months back. You can find the vlog over my YouTube channel. I will be capturing Mina Park as well. Welcome to the beating heart of Qatar's maritime legacy, the Old Doha Port, nestled behind the majestic Museum of Islamic Art. In this vlog, I journey through time. From ancient trade, winds and pearl diving, dhows, to modern waterfront vibes, local flavors, and architecture that whispers the stories of tradition, history, culture. Long before the skyscrapers, just the Doha skyline. This Doha port was Qatar's lifeline to the world. The old Doha port, dating back over a century, was once the country's primary sea gateway. From here, traditional wooden dhows set sail to trade goods and harvest pearls, Qatar's white gold, before oil was discovered. It was a melting pot, welcoming traders from India, Africa, Iran, and the Arabian Peninsula. The port not only brought spices, textiles, and tools, it brought cultures, stories, and the spirit of hospitality that defines Qatar's even today. Dear friends, this is Mina Park. Really, this park is amazing. Track setup for those who love to do jogging. Lovely evening. Lovely evening. Really an amazing place. Amazing place. The nightlife in Doha speaks different stories. You will really enjoy the nightlife in Doha. It has a lot to narrate for the travelers who come to explore Qatar. The culture of the old Doha port reflects a life of simplicity and resilience. Men work the seas while women raise families in home. Wind-cooled homes made of coral and limestone and fine. These are different yachts. Boats, I can say. One of the person over here, he invited me that you can go come along. I can come along with him, and he was saying that he will charge me 150 Qatari riyal. I did not have much time. I was busy with the recording, so next time I'll be going with him to experience the boating in Qatar. Hospitality reigns supreme. Guests were greeted with gahwa, Arabic coffee, and dates, and storytelling was a community event. The sea was not just an income, it was identity. Really, this place is amazing, dear friends, amazing. amazing, unique. For those who love to explore and experience new places, for them, Old Doha Port has a lot. It's a package for the travelers from across the world. Doha was a humble fishing and pearling village tucked beside the Arabian Gulf's waters. The area known as Old Doha Port was the town's maritime hub, as I mentioned earlier, a natural harbor where life met the sea. Historians trace the early roots of Doha to the 1820s, when Al-Bunayn tribe settled in the area. They called it Al-Bida, and it quickly grew as a pearling port thanks to its natural coastline and shallow seabed that was ideal for pearl oysters. By the late 19th century, Doha had over 300 ports, mostly engaged in pearling, an economic activity that made Qatar part of a vast trade network stretching from Zanzibar to Bombay and from Basra to Muscat. Life in Old Doha Port was simple, modest, and deeply connected to the sea. Men were mostly sailors, fishermen, pearl divers, or boat builders, and they would often spend months at sea, especially during the summer pearling season. The diver of gahwas would dive deep into the Gulf with a nose clip and weighted stone, no oxygen, no modern equipment, only skill, breathe, and faith. The sabe or rope puller waited above to hold him back with oysters in hand. Each dive was a gamble with death. Women in turn took care of the home and community. They managed household, raised children, cooked traditional meals, sewed clothes, and maintained tight social bonds. Their strength was the unseen pillar of Qatari society. This restaurant is amazing, amazing. It's an Indian restaurant. It's just like Tea World or Tea Time. They offered me tea and omelette with the paratha, with the cheese in it. It was delicious. Really, I enjoyed the meal. The manager was friendly. Ambience was amazing, amazing. Sitting arrangement, super. They have wide array of hot and cold beverages. Whenever you visit Old Doha Port, so do try tea or coffee at current Macios. Really amazing. Super. So coming back to the historical aspect of this place, families lived in modest palm front huts or stone and mud homes, depending on their income. These homes had no electricity or plumbing, and water was fed manually from communal wells. Food was seasonal and basic: dates, rice, fish, bread, and sometimes lamb. Dishes were cooked over open fires, and bread was made in clay ovens. Clothing was traditional and functional. Men wore thobes and kutras, while women dressed in abayas and decorated jalabias, often stitched with handmade embroidery. Jewelry made of silver and coral was prized. The mosque was the center of community life. 5 daily calls to pray rang from its minaret, and Friday was a sacred day for communal gathering. The society was tight-knit and tribal, with extended families living together or in close proximity. Elders were highly respected and decisions were often made through majlis gatherings, where men sat on cushions discussing matters of trade, weather, and family. Generosity and hospitality were sacred values. Guests were always offered dates, Arabic coffee, and water. Even if the host had little to spare, this culture of selfless hosting continues in Qatari society till today. Homes in Old Doha Port area were made from locally available materials: coral rock and limestone from the sea, mangrove wood beams, palm fronds, brasti for roofs and fencing, gypsum plaster for walls. Most homes had interior courtyards which provided privacy and natural ventilation. Wind towers, pergil, were common in all the wealthier homes, not whether wealthier homes. They captured cool air and pushed it downward into the rooms, acting as natural air conditioning. The buildings were generally low-rise with simple rectangular shapes, but intricately carved wooden doors, small arched windows, and metrabia screens that allowed airflow while ensuring privacy. The narrow alleyways between houses were shaded and designed to keep temperatures cooler, a traditional form of urban planning found throughout old Arabian towns. Doha's port was more than a local dock. It was a global trade artery. Dhows from old Doha sailed as far as Basra, Bahrain, Iran, Oman, Zanzibar, and India. They carried pearls, dried fish, dates, and natural salt and textiles, and brought back spices, coffee, tea, clothes, and tools. The pearl industry employed thousands and sustained Qatar until the 1930s, when the discovery of Japanese culture, pearls, and the Great Depression led to its decline. When oil was discovered in the mid 20th century, Doha's economy transitioned, but the port remained the soul of the city, evolving slowly into a cargo terminal and then into today's touristic travel. After years of restoration and urban development, the Old Doha Port was reimagined as a heritage tourism destination, officially launched in 2022 as the Mina district. Its architecture still echoes the past with low-rise pastel building, traditional arches, colorful wooden balconies, and alleyways inspired by old souks. And find over here a dove marina lined with dozens of traditional boats, a vibrant fish market that pays homage to its fishing past, art galleries, boutique hotels, and cafes that blend modern aesthetic with old charm, and the Doha Cruise Terminal welcoming travelers into the historic port of Qatar. So, the Old Doha Port is not just geography, it's a living memory, a place where the salt of the sea met the sweat of hard work, where families struggled, thrived, and built the roots of today's Qatar. But every colorful wall and decorative lamp in the Mina district lies the story of a sailor, a diver, a mother, a merchant. The stories of resilience, faith, and hope still echo with every wave that touches Doha's historic shore. Dear friends, this is Art Al Jawahir. It's a hub to, or you can say it's a home to artifacts or antiques from different eras. Really, Qatar is rich in history. For those who are history lover, art lover, culture lover, for them this place is perfect. So do visit Art Al Jawahir in Old Doha Port. Uniqueness I found over here, and when I was a kid, because I grew up in UAE, I saw all these things. Few of these artifacts or antiques you can say were at my home as well. Really, Middle East, not only Qatar, entire Middle East is a hub to historical landmarks. Middle East has a history centuries back. Oh, world, come and explore. Not only Qatar, all the countries in the Middle East. So, this was Old Doha Port. Really, this place is amazing. Dear friends, again I repeat, to come and explore Qatar. See you soon at some other location. Till then, goodbye. Allah Hafiz.